Hi, my name's Fiona Jeffries and I'm an expert in 3D marketing and I run DivaWorks. And today I thought we'd take a look at the 7 most vital things that you can do on your trade show stand. And as a bonus, all these ideas are either free or low cost. So let's take a look. Okay, number 1 is smile. Although this photo here doesn't relate to an exact trade show stand, it was taken as I was flying out of a recent exhibition at Mackay. But I just saw this sign and instantly smiled. I love it. I love the idea that you could be attacked by a snake when you're just going to pay for parking. And if there was ever a reason why you should never pay for parking, I think the idea that a snake lurking about ready to bite you is a pretty good one. Look, smile is the universal language. If you see someone smiling at you, most people would smile back. So on a trade show stand, smile. If you see someone walking by the stand, smile. They're going to smile back, chances are. And from there you might be able to develop the conversation further. So number 1 free tip of all time is smile. Number 2 is doing something different to everyone else. And this can be a low-cost option, although I'm not necessarily showing a low-cost solution here. I love this stand because it's doing something within the medical trade show environment. Medical shows can be quite sterile at times, very cold, very clinical. But here we have a part Sandman van, we have a pinball machine, and we also have some surfboards that are suspended from overhead. And this is all tying back to the theming that CSL Biotherapies had at this show, where it's showing a beach lifestyle environment. So these cues were placed on the stand to make it look different to everyone else. And the chances are, if you saw this stand in an exhibition, you'd go over and find out more about it. You'd want to know you'd want to get up and close and personal to the Sandman van or play the pinball machine. So I think it's important for you to look around, see what other people are doing, and do something completely different. Something as even simple as removing your fascia from a 3x3 stand can just have a big impact. So just think about doing something different that no one else is doing. Number 3, asking questions that do not require a standard yes or no answer. And this is free too. So what you're trying to do here is open up the conversation between you and someone who's interested. So for example, you might say, "Hi, I'm Fiona. Can I ask your name?" And that's an entry to then be able to keep the conversation going. You can also say something like, "I can see you taking an interest in our latest widget. Did you know that this little puppy was found to boost productivity by?" You can just do a bit of a spiel on that. I've actually deliberately put in something like "little puppy" in there rather than saying something quite cold or clinical, because I think it's important for you to introduce some of your personality into what you say. So it's no good just regurgitating what a brochure says. These are conversations between people. They want to hear the way that you would normally speak. So don't be put off by thinking you've got to be professional and talk and have that official sounding language. You don't. While professional means different things, what you're trying to do is inject some personality into this so people feel like they're dealing with another person. And one of my favourite ways of starting a conversation on the stand is trying to pick something personal about the person that you're standing in front of. So for example, I was just thinking there's been a while since I've seen those character ties go around. But, you might say something like, "I was worried that I would never see a Daffy Duck tie again." And that, again, it's not actually related to the trade show stand, but what you're trying to do is have some introductions to start the conversation. You don't want to come on to, especially in the Australian environment, you don't want to come over the top and start talking to people and talking at them. You want to start a conversation between two people. Number 4, you can have a plan for capturing your audience details. That can be a low-cost option. For example, one of my clients, Tees, they had set up here at the back of one of their touchscreen displays is an area that people filled in a postcard and dropped it into the slot within this unit here. So again, low-cost option, but it's a way of capturing those audience details. If people come to your stand, they're interested. You need to get their details so that you can continue the relationship after the trade show finishes. Number 5, have a magnetic stand attractor on the stand. Again, this can be low cost. Another one of my clients, Bayer, they went to a trade show exhibition, and they brought along these lovely little zebras that tied in with their Novalac product, and these were raffled off. So you can see again here, here's an entry slot location, we've got a pen there ready to go. People filled in their details and they had the opportunity of winning a zebra. And you might think, zebra? Well, why, what's the big thing about zebras? Think about it. You go to a trade show environment, a lot of people have got nieces, nephews, kids of their own, grandkids. And I remember when my dad was going to trade shows, when he'd come back, I'd always say, Dad, what have you got? What have you got? And, invariably you'd get shampoos from the hotel bathroom or soaps. But this was a really cute tie-in because people actually wanted the zebras as we were putting up the stand. They wanted to know, other people from competitor stands were coming, what do I have to do to get a zebra? Because it's something like, I know my child, my niece, my grandkid would just love something like that. So think about something low cost that you can offer as an attractor to the stand. It doesn't have to be the iPad giveaway all the time. It can even be sometimes a bowl of lollies, because God knows at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, everyone's looking for a sugar hit. 6, something pretty obvious. Have somewhere to sit, but I don't want people thinking that's for the stand staff. It's not. The idea is that trade show environments, you're on your feet a lot as delegates. So the idea of having somewhere to sit and have a chat can really appeal. So recently at a stand for Siemens, we did this bench through here, this long discussion bench that people could sit and have a chat at. And it was a raving success. This was a photo taken by my client on the stand, and people were sitting there. There was overflow from people having lunch, and Siemens staff could then have quite an informal entry point into talking to other people. Seating is just such a key thing, but please, please, please don't use seating for your own staff that can just lounge on it and relax. This is not a lounge room environment. You are in a selling environment and you need to operate as such. Keeping the stand clean and clutter-free. And this is another free tip here. Okay, so you can see here, all right, this is in the install phase. So there is crap everywhere. Look at it. We've got stuff ready to be put up here for the touchscreens. We've got people's tools. We've got, what have we got over here? We've got people's bags and everything. And you can see it's just clutter. Hey? Now the clutter's gone. Can you see? It's just such a big difference. So people's bags, people's jackets, people's personal items, get rid of them. They're off the stand. You need to put them away. There's a reason why there's cupboards on the stand. It's for all this stuff. So put the stuff away and get a beautiful, clean and clutter-free stand. People are attracted to that. If your stand looks messy, then it kind of says to people, well, our presentation isn't important, or we're kind of just trying to get our act together here. Look professional, go pro, and it'll certainly pay off for you. So I hope you've enjoyed these few tips this morning. As I said, a number of them are free. Feel free to share this video, and if you have any questions or queries, please don't hesitate to get in touch with me via the website www.divaworks.com.au, and that'll lead you through to all my contact pages. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.